guys, thanks for tuning in. I want to keep a portion of my channel for gear reviews. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to field test and prove gear before they take it out. So I want to try and eliminate some of the hassle. I'm going to do my videos in 3 parts. I'm going to do first impression and unboxing. Second part will be ease of use and setup type. And then third will be a product review and my general 2 cents. No way, shape, or form am I sponsored by any of these companies. I have spent my own money on these products. They are just from the research that I have done, what I feel is a good fit for me, and I figure I could pass along some knowledge along the way. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below and follow along. Okay, that being said, EP integrations. I found them on the internet. A couple guys on Instagram suggested them. The price point are probably the best bang for your buck thus far. Mind you, haven't opened it yet. So the whole family's been kind of down and out with a cold for the last week. I actually got this about a week ago and I've been dying to get into it and use it, but I've just not had the energy. We've pretty much been laid up just drinking tea. So here we go. Got your torch nozzle. Well, right off the get-go they win because beer koozie, right? It's not a sticker, but it's a beer koozie. I think that's everything. Got some instructions. I'll get into that later. So right off the get-go, I would think that they could probably lower the price. These nozzles are, you know, cheap. Couple bucks at Home Hardware's, Home Depot's, Walmart, Canadian Tire, that sort of thing. I had that shipped all the way up from the States. Realistically, I probably could have done without that and just went and bought my own nozzle once it arrived. That could be a good option for international customers. I'm pretty sure they offer free shipping in the States, but it cost me a lot of money to have it shipped up here with duties and everything. So that, as far as international customers goes, probably could have been a cheaper option in the long run. But yeah, I mean, everything looks really solid built. The machine itself is very nice. It's got a really good finish on it. All the custom engraving on the aluminum is a nice touch. So yeah, as far as unboxing goes and first impressions, yeah, same as that. Like a $2 cake pan from Walmart, I probably would have just went and picked one up or stolen out of the wife's pantry. So yeah, that and the nozzle, in my opinion, that could have been purchased once the unit arrived. That being said, I probably have like 6 of these already. So yeah, hindsight, maybe those should be selectable options on the website for international customers. Okay, after that I will I'll get this baby all set up and let you know how it goes. So you have your brass stop adjustment here, you've got your case length adjuster here, and then what took me a couple seconds to figure out is how you actually set the depth of the case in the drum. And you got to undo the little wing nut inside, and then you got to spin the backing plate in or out to where you want it, and then tighten up the wing nut. What I don't like about the setup already is they don't really give you any recommendations on speed for the motor as to a relative kind of area where you're going to want to anneal your brass to. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of trial and error in that regard. So anyways, I'll turn it on, let you guys see how it works. And then obviously the torque head would be here annealing your brass for you. So I mean, all in all, the operation's pretty smooth, and I feel like it is going to work well once I get it all figured out. But I guess maybe that's what you pay the big bucks for, is simplicity. Because like I said, I think on the website, American, I think they're about 270 bucks. Probably cost me around 400 Canadian by the time I got it all up here and everything. But that being said, I think the other options are, you know, in the thousands. So, yeah. I'll go grab a bottle and do a little more research before I destroy any of my ADG brass, and yeah, go from there. Hey guys, so now that I've got some time behind the brass annealer, the EP Integrations 2.0, I wanted to do a final video. I got 50 pieces of brass. It's 308 Hornady. Biggest thing is you want to anneal your brass before you resize it. If you resize your brass and deprime it and then anneal it, you're not going to get the proper neck tension that you're after. The only thing I have found with this EP Integrations 2.0 annealer that I'm still trying to figure out is, I'm not entirely sure if it's the faceplate or the drum that's a little off-centered, but I find if I run a lot of brass, the brass rod here either expands because of the heat and it rubs on my drum, or it's just, you know, the center bolt here is not perfectly straight or something. I get a little weird rub line on my faceplate, but if I pull my brass stop out a little bit, it's fine. It doesn't affect it at all. So yeah, I got 50 pieces of brass. It's 308. I'll run them through so you guys can see how fast it goes. I was a little hard on the instructions at the start. Fact of the matter is, if you do some research online, there is a couple YouTube videos already. Couple right directly from the manufacturer. It teaches you how to set it all up. I've reached out to EP Integrations on Instagram and by email. They've answered all my questions. They get back to you right away. Fact of the matter is it's trial and error. I've talked to a couple people. One of the guys that suggested this product to me, he gets different results on his speeds than I do. Now, whether that's our climate, our temperature, our elevation, maybe it's the way that the propane comes out of the torch and heats up. He needs to run his a little bit longer than I do to get the same results. So it is going to be a generalization when you talk to people, and you're going to have to figure it out exactly for yourself. My Instagram's shooting on the daily. You can shoot me a message. I can try and give you a hand. You can shoot EP Integrations a message. They will hands down be able to help you. Leave a comment below. One big thing that I've heard from people is the brass hopper that some machines have, and they think that this one should have one also. I do believe that EP Integrations is in the works for having an add-on feature to be able to load 50 or 100 pieces of brass, so you don't have to sit here and single feed it. I honestly don't think I'll buy it. I feel that if you had a big brass hopper preloaded with brass, and you turned it on, you set it all up, and you went to do something else, what if your torch got hotter or cooler and it wasn't annealing the brass properly? I feel like I don't do this type of reloading for speed. I do it for accuracy and consistency. I feel like if I was all about the speed and readiness of ammo, I would just go buy factory ammo. They make some pretty good factory ammo nowadays. Sometimes I'll go buy factory ammo, shoot it to fire form my brass. So I honestly don't think I'll buy the hopper, even if or when they come out with one, because sitting here single feeding these, it doesn't take a ton of time, and I can watch the torch. I can see where it's hitting the shoulder and the neck of my brass. I can watch the annealing lines as it's falling down, and I can adjust my torch temperature if I need to, or I can adjust my speed if I need to. Prime example, get to talking, something messes up. So I honestly don't think I'll do it. I like being able to sit here and watch how the brass is forming. I personally don't think I'll do it. And let's be honest, I started with 50 pieces of brass, and I've got, I don't know, 10 left maybe. I'll see if I can add a timer into the video, because I didn't time it, but minutes, you know, like it's going to take you minutes to do a batch. And I mean, that's all going to depend on how much you shoot and how much brass you have readily available. But I'm usually only prepping 100 pieces of brass at a time. My fiance shoots a 6.5 Creedmoor for her long range bench gun. I shoot a 260. It doesn't take a lot of time. We're custom building my son a 308 right now, and that's what we're getting prepped for. I'm hoping it'll shoot the 168 grain boat tail hollow points from Hornady. I've done a bunch of research on them, and they seem to be a pretty good target bullet. We have a lot of them readily available, which is also a key factor these days. So I think that's what we'll start with. There you go. You can see all the anneal lines on there. Everything's nice, neat, symmetric. I'm going to shut this down, and once that brass cools, I will pick it up and I will show you guys the results. There you have it. Let the results speak for themselves. Look at the consistency of the anneal line. Once you get your speeds figured out and your torch temperatures figured out, I honestly think that this is the best priced annealer on the market for what you get. You can't find another brass annealer for a couple $100 that's going to give you those kinds of results. Everything's clean, symmetric. I hands down believe that the EP Integrations 2.0 for the price is the best annealer on the market.